First episode of my daily vlog. I listened to a podcast with Kute Blackson and Tom Bilyeu. So I've been following Tom for a little while now. His content is great, right? This is impact theory, and it gives me a lot of different perspectives to think about things. I mean, the good thing about Tom is he's in a constant search to basically pull together what are the principles, what's the mindset, to live a fulfilled and impactful life, right? So when I listened to Kute Blackson and him talk about leading a poetic life, it was really interesting in that it raised this idea about what it means to pursue something logically, but not forgetting that there is an emotional, illogical force to it all. I think he calls it, Kute Blackson calls it, um, this life force, right? And he talked about a universe that's positive, a universe that's rooting for you to be good or rooting, giving you good energy. My feeling is that I don't think the universe is rooting for anything for you. I think we're insignificant beings, only made significant by our own, ego and consciousness. But I think there's no other way to move forward if you believe that the world or the universe is against you, right? It's not an empowering thought. I think for me, it's about understanding that while you can move ahead logically and plan and think about your identity and your upbringing and all of that in a very logical fashion and manner, I think life happens to you in ways in which can be very profound. So the injection of that idea of a poetic life uh, helped me think about that. Helped me think about that. We can think about tools. We can think logically about a lot of different things, right? Like what's the right mindset? What's the skills I want to acquire? What are the goals I want to pursue? But the key thing was being open to the outcome. So I've always been along the lines of you really can't control the outcome. I think for a long time was very results driven. So you have a goal and you work towards that, and that was it, right? And the problem with that is, as Coot and Tom was discussing, is that you don't leave room for outcomes that might actually be greater than what you can perceive. So his example was about Nelson Mandela, where it wasn't in his plan to go to prison for 27 years. It wasn't in his plan that that would be a transformational journey for him. And the question is, would he have ended up in the same place if he didn't do that? Maybe, maybe not. But what's important is the daily commitment and giving 100% of yourself to a cause or to a purpose, but leaving room and be open about what the results could be, right? That way, you're not tied to achieving that particular result if you don't reach it, right? It's about being happy and fulfilled pursuing that goal rather than reaching it. So that helps drive constant fulfillment and reaching and looking for things that you want to do as opposed to having goals that might not be what you want. It might be what society wants you to have or what your parents want you to have. It might not be what you actually want. But if you're faced with, hey, I need to put 100% on my soul every day to what you do, you get immediate feedback, right? So if every day you're not being 100%, you're not feeling that you're doing the right thing for you, you're going to know that. So that's A. I think B, if you live and have that philosophy and approach, it's leaving open that idea that, hey, you could be something greater, right? So Coote's thought was, and I totally agree with that, which is the goals that we make today are through the lens of who we are today. But as you grow and as you put forth an effort that's unlike anything else, you might have a result that you never thought was possible. You might go to a place where you can't even imagine because of where you are at today. And I think that's 100%. So I think that helped me solidify, a core philosophy of mine, which is just enjoy the process of daily struggle, right? Nothing will come easy. The true hack is doing things that's uncomfortable. If it's discomforting, reach for it. Find comfort in discomfort, right? And if you give yourself 100% or you live the way in which it's about 100% living every day, it's being open to what might happen tomorrow in the future, right? So I think that was something that was really cool as I listened to that podcast. So please go listen to that. I think that was a great episode, especially for folks that are more logical in nature and then inward looking. So I'm one of those folks. I think Tom was as well, but very open to the fact that, hey, this, whenever, conversation or perspectives that differ from yours, it is interesting to see what you can take away from that and how that can change your view on the world and, just make us a more rounded and better person. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.